Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Storytime with Grandma Kate. And thanks to all of you who wrote to me about the book I read in our last video called A Dee is a Sweetie. I'm so glad you enjoyed that book. And thank you for writing to me about your own pets. Aren't pets just the best? I'm going to share with you today another book that I wrote about a cat that I had I got him in 2009, and he passed away in 2018. But boy, was he a loved pet, and he loved us. His name was Forrest, and this book is called Forrest, the Yoga Cat. I used to be a yoga teacher, and when Forrest was a teeny tiny little kitten, he used to join my yoga classes I used to teach in this house, and you'll see a picture when he was just a wee little kitten, but he grew up surrounded by yoga. Do you know what yoga is? Yoga just means to connect. So there's all different kinds of yoga. In our country today, yoga on the mat is the most well-known, but yoga just means to connect with anything in a very mindful way. And Forrest certainly taught me how to do that. So I hope you enjoy listening to Forrest, the Yoga Cat, as much as I'm going to enjoy reading it to you. It says Forrest, the Yoga Cat, Story and Pictures by Kate Ingersoll. And I used to foster kittens back a long time ago, and I fostered Leo's mother and his litter. So that's how this book begins. Forrest was born in March of 2009 in a little shed near Perrysburg, Ohio. His family had no home to call their own. There's his mommy. There he is right there, sleeping on her neck. When he was just 9 days old, Forrest came to live with Katie, his foster mama. The long trip home made him sleepy. There he is yawning right there. Forrest was the smallest kitten in his litter. He needed lots of sleep to help him grow. His mama, Hazel, gave him plenty of warm milk to drink. She took very good care of him. There he is nursing. He loved his mama. Oh my goodness. She was a very good mama. I was lucky that when I fostered I fostered that litter of kittens, I had the mother with them. This is Forrest when he was just 3 weeks old. Isn't he a cutie pie? I think he looks like a little bear. He couldn't walk very well, so he rolled and scooted instead. He was such a teeny tiny little boy that it took him a while to learn how to eat and walk and play. So he just took his time. We took very good care of him while he was learning. In no time, Forrest grew into a strong little boy. Does he look different? Look how different he is from this kitten to this kitten to this kitten. He soon learned to climb his scratching post. Hang on, Forrest. Because he was so small, Katie took special care of Forrest. He loved to be cuddled in a comfy blanket. He also liked to sleep with his sister Rosebud. Aren't they peaceful? Used to curl in on each other. This is one of my favorite pictures of him right here. Here's Forrest with Lark, one of his big sisters. What do you notice about them? You can tell their eyes are very different. This is Lark, and that's Forrest. Here he is with Rosie. We used to call her Rosie or Rosebud. That's the same kit. That's right there. Rosebud and Forrest were great pals. Forrest and Lark kept warm by snuggling up with Lily, the largest kitten in the litter. Can you tell which kitten is Forrest? This is Lily. That's Forrest, and that's Lark. His big brother Quinn kept Forrest snug as a bug in a rug. All of his brothers and sisters took good care of Forrest. He was such a lucky little fellow. They seemed to know that he was the smallest in the litter, and they would never play rough with him. They were always very kind with him. It took a long time before Forrest wanted to eat kitten food. One day he decided to try some fish and crunchy treats. Yum, yum. Can you find him in this picture? This is his mommy. Let's see if I can remember all these kittens. That's Rosie. That's Forrest right there. That's Quinn. That's Charlotte. That's Lily. And that's Lark. Eating healthy food and getting plenty of sleep helped Forrest grow and grow. Look how big he is there. Here he is in yoga class. This is my friend Melody. It says, Forrest joined Katie's yoga classes when he was very small. Here he is at 8 weeks old, practicing mountain pose with his good friend Melody. She still loves to share her mat with him. Yogis know how to be calm and peaceful, and Forrest is a natural. Can you stand tall and still like Forrest? I remember when I was teaching this class, I didn't know Forrest came into the yoga room, and Melody said, Katie, look behind me. And there he was, just standing there quietly, right behind her. That's when I knew he was a good little yogi. A good yogi knows how to be loving. Forrest learned this from his wonderful mother. Yogis are also very kind. Forrest's adopted sister Jyoti is always happy to share her toys with him. Can you find Forrest? Do you know which one? We have a lot of black cats in this book. This is his mommy Hazel, and that's Forrest. And then this is Jyoti here, and this is Forrest here. Forrest balances on the rungs of a rocking chair. He is very flexible about where he likes to do his yoga. He knows he can practice anywhere he feels safe. Forrest's favorite pose is chocolate kitty. He melts into the ground with his mama on his friend's comfy blanket and on the back porch while resting in the sunshine. Forrest knows the importance of taking time to rest during a busy day. Chocolate kitty is like a relaxation pose. We just kind of melt into the ground. Forrest practices chocolate kitty everywhere. He rests on Katie's lap when she's writing, and he loves to curl up with Jyoti in the yoga room. This is right next to where I used to teach upstairs in the yoga space. Forrest often attends yoga classes. If there's enough space, he gets his own bolster, and he also likes to share the students' mats and blankets. They don't mind at all. Everyone loves Forrest's peaceful presence. I loved having Forrest nearby. He always used to know if someone was having a rough day, he would go curl up with them and make them feel better. This is a funny picture. Look at these funny pictures of him upside down. Forrest loves to be upside down when Katie practices yoga. His version of headstand is to lie on his back and arch his neck. Isn't he silly? Way to go, Forrest. Here he is. Good. He doesn't really fit in that basket, does he? He's getting to be a big, big boy. Yogis often have magical eyes. Do you notice how Forrest's eyes changed as he grew? Here they are. They're little, you can't really tell in this picture, but they're very blue, like how babies' eyes are blue when they're born. Then they changed to kind of like this pretty little greenish blue, and then they turned to gold. Look here, look how big and gold his eyes are there. Forrest is gentle and kind, curious and playful, a real yoga cat. He invites you to practice with him someday soon. And that's one of my very favorite pictures of him. He was up on his yoga tree in the yoga room. This is the author, Kate Ingersoll. She has two other cats, Sophia and Jyoti, who were also fostered through volunteer programs. You can help animals in your neighborhood too. It says, read on for more information. This is Sophia, and that's Jyoti. And this is how to adopt your own yoga cat. Forrest was one of 6 kittens born to a homeless mother in the spring of 2009. Thanks to Planned Pethood and other foster care programs, all of them were rescued and adopted by loving people in the Northwest Ohio area. If you are interested in becoming a foster family for a needy animal or would like to adopt a darling cat of your own, contact Planned Pethood or a local animal shelter in your area. You'll find someone special, and who knows, he or she may be a magical yoga cat, just like Forrest. And so what I'm going to do at the bottom of this video is put information about how you can contact Planned Pethood. That was who I volunteered with. But I'll also put a link to Paws and Whiskers. That's where we got Leo, our wonderful yoga cat that we have right now. So to everybody who loves their animals, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you at our next story time.